All right, so to those of you who I talked to about this, this is not in fact Monday. It is in fact Saturday. But this morning I'd woken up and I had seen some YouTube notifications for comments, and one of them had said something to the effect of, "Why did YouTube blank?" So in my paranoid brain I'm thinking, oh my goodness, my account's going to get suspended, I'm not going to be able to post, so I better get this video out there. And I had some time to kill. So, maybe to address something that was kind of, I think, confusing a lot of people. The thought experiment didn't really have anything to do with the actual meat of the video there. It didn't have anything to do with the challenge, that is. At least not on a conscious level. It was something I tacked on at the end. So, apart from that, there's maybe a couple of assertions I want to address. Some good time Charlie said that I didn't think this through. I did actually think about this, maybe not deeply as I should have, but I mulled it over for a little while. Apart from that, there was someone who had thought that I didn't think you guys could come up with an explanation for this. I actually did think you guys could come up with an explanation for this. I guess maybe it was a little bit of a trick question, because I believe that any explanation you would come up with would inherently involve perceived potential or perceived usefulness. And in that, I think it was mostly correct. There was a couple of outliers, I think. For the most part, I think I was correct in that. I guess I have an issue with this, so we say, method of applying intrinsic human value, because it feels like it would largely result in a kind of caste system, right? A system where some people are more human than others, because people do have different, perceivably different levels of potential, or perceivably different levels of usefulness, right? So you'd have beautiful people up here, ugly people down here, smart people up here, stupid people down here, right? You get the idea. And in this system, it would theoretically be perfectly okay to treat some people better than others, or to treat some people as more human and some people as less human. And I guess I don't like that as an idea. I'm not saying the society would be terrible. It might be better by some metrics, but it feels kind of heartless. Maybe I'm getting sentimental or something. But again, I don't really like that idea. And with regards to religion, I guess maybe, with regards to religion, the idea is that God looks upon the soul, and every human soul is roughly equal in value, and therefore there are empirical commands involving treating people as though they have value, like acting in a loving manner even if you don't love people. By the way, which I don't love everyone equally. I am far more entangled in the fate of some people than I am in others, right? I see far more potential, far more usefulness in some people than I do in others. But largely, because of my religion, I would try to behave in a loving manner towards everyone. So, like I said, there were a few outliers. There was one guy who had addressed the idea of reciprocal altruism, which is a good idea actually, but I feel like it would also kind of come under the same heading as the idea of perceived utility or perceived potential. Because, if someone can't reciprocate, well, then kind of the same issue comes up. Why would you help that person? Why would you value that person? There were also a couple of people who were kind of trying to explain how it came into being, which is fine if you want to do that, but unless you're expecting evolution to take the next step and to weed out the dissident people who don't believe that humans have intrinsic value, you're going to have to explain to them why they should, right? You're going to have to explain why, not just how. Anyways, I think that about covers it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you like.